Happy 6 o'clock, everyone. I hit start on the streaming, and like always, I gotta take a minute to tweet and Facebook the links out. And of course, once I start recording, I get shit in my throat and I can't talk. Jesus Christ. Sorry about the... Hold on. Maybe a cough will do it. You know, every once in a while you get one of those things in your throat. I think a cough will do it. All right. Avert your ears. If you have headphones on, I would take them out for about 5 seconds. Ready? Ooh, I think that worked. That did it. That did the trick. No more grunting and clearing my throat. Notice that's a tick I have. I clear my throat a lot when I'm broadcasting. When I'm sitting in my apartment rambling. Let me tweet what the fuck I'm doing to my... Ow. To my, what do I got? 26 subscribers, and I think one of them's Homer Simpson, and not even the verified Homer Simpson. It's just some kind of fan-made Homer Simpson account. Alright, what the fuck do I say in this tweet? Hey, just watch this. Now, it's live. Been having trouble lately spelling for whatever reason. And not even like big words. Like I've been fucking up there, and there a lot lately, I've been noticing. Don't know why. Don't know where that came from. I'm usually pretty good about it. Every once in a while I slip up. I fuck up a lot hour and R for some reason. It's one of those things. Maybe it's because I didn't go to college. I went to college. I did. For a year and a half. Does junior college count as college? God damn it. It's the last time I drank a whole quart of milk before doing shit. Why does it say Super Bowl pregame countdown live? That is not right at all. But, well, you know, whatever. People, it doesn't matter. Nobody watched that video anyway. So if the link takes you there, then watch that one. Alright. Just watch. Now. It's live. Okay. I think I'm good. Sorry, Instagram. If there's any of my Instagram followers watching this, which I can't imagine there would be. Maybe there is. But, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, I haven't posted on Instagram in, like, months. And, like, today was the first post in a while. So, I'm hoping to get back into that. But Instagram's so hard to keep you know, keep up to date. Like, I don't know. I don't take that many pictures. Ooh, I got a buzz. Is that me saying I'm recording live? No, I haven't gotten notified. Usually I get let know that when I'm recording, I'm broadcasting live. God damn my throat. All right, I'm going to try and fix this. Maybe if I chew some gum. You know what? Maybe if I drink beer. You think beer would help? I got one of these fancy beers. Somebody comment. Tell them what beer it is. I don't even know. I buy based on how cool the packaging is, how cheap it is. Sometimes if I'm between two beers, I'll look up the percentage, and whichever one has a higher percent, I go with that one. Because I'm more interested in getting loaded than what it tastes like. Maybe I should do like hard liquor instead of beers. By the way, am I not supposed to be drinking on camera on YouTube? Like, I don't know. Is that something that people get banned for? I know I'm not supposed to be swearing, and I do that anyway. I'm not going to get advertisers with that kind of potty mouth that you have. I don't know. I think it's so stupid that they're censoring the internet. The whole point of the internet, I'm 2 clicks away from, like, hardcore porn. What does it matter if I say fuck? Like, really? That's what you're going after? I don't know. Bah! Feeling like an old man more and more lately. Well, I guess I'm not. Well, maybe I am. Because I got this, like, hipster suit on. I don't know why I decided to go with a suit today. I think I'm finally seeing why people used to call me a hipster. By the way, are hipsters still a thing? Like, what's the new hipster? Because I'm whatever that is. No, I'm not. No, I'm not that hip. But yeah, I'm batting a 1,000 on hipster today. Drinking a fancy IPA. Got a horribly ugly suit on with a wave shirt underneath. You know what? Maybe I'm not a hipster because I drew attention to how weird it is. Hipsters would wear this and drink their fancy IPAs and act like they know what they're talking about and act like this is something cool and everybody should be doing. And what's wrong with me wearing this? You know? But what kind of kills it is the headphones, which I'm going to ditch right now. It always bugged me. You guys ever have like weird pet peeves that you think only you have? I got one with suits. If you're wearing a suit and you have like a 2-strap backpack on, I'm judging you. Like, that is so weird. You can't wear a suit with a backpack. It looks like I'm dressing up for school. Like a nerdy kid. I don't know. Like I said, it only bothers me. And people around me that do it, I don't think I can think of any that I've seen that I know personally. Maybe. No, but like I remember people in high school, they would come in suits like to be funny, and they'd wear a backpack. I was like, I don't know. That went nowhere. I got this whole list here of things I could be talking about, but I choose to talk about people that wear backpacks with suits. Oh, so here's the cum. Is that annoying? Here's the cum on the channel. We got a Knott's Berry Farm video going to be uploaded, hopefully in 2 days. I still need a certain someone slacks a lot to quality control it. I edit it. You know, I'm not allowed to post anything without a certain someone, not naming names. The funny thing is there's like 2 people related to this channel. So if it's not me, there's only... and I'm not talking about Coco Bee. Oh, she was there. She's not there right now. She was there. Trust me, she was there. But I'm not talking about Coco Bee. You know, I thought I was so cool for like throwing it to Coco Bee. And it was just embarrassing that she wasn't there. It really was a crying shame. Like, she was there literally all day long. All day long she was sitting in that exact seat. And then the one moment where I thought it would be cool to be like, yo, she's gone. What was I talking about? Yeah, people that wear backpacks with suits. No, what was I talking about before that? I gotta go down the rabbit hole. Or I guess back up the rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole into this weird place of Coco Bee not being there, and I'm trying to figure my way out. Oh, the Knott's Berry Farm video. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it's a good one. That'll be uploaded Thursday. If somebody goes over it and does her little thing and corrects what I did. Because sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. If you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, you'll notice my many of spelling errors. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm only one guy, only one man, a one-man wrecking machine. I gotta take care of social media, all 3. That takes a while, and I gotta write for, you know, the edited sit-down shows and figure out places to go, like Knott's Berry Farm. And okay, so I figured out one place. which is an amusement park, and I've just done that like 10 times. I realize this. But they'll be new and interesting. Oh no, we did do a new one recently. We did the reptile show. That was new. We haven't done that in a while. Or ever. So yeah. Knott's Berry Farm videos getting uploaded. My last live stream, which nobody saw, I went on a rant about Mariah Carey, and I haven't watched it. I think I watched a little bit of it last time I ended, when I ended the stream, because I just remember the part where I lit the thing on fire. I was like, what the fuck was I talking about? So I went back and watched it. I was like, I guess it's fine. But I think that might be the last time I see that. It was pretty bad. I didn't like it. But I don't like most things I do on this show. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I brought that up. What else is going on in the world? I haven't been watching movies. Or new movies. I watch a lot of movies, but it's always movies I've seen already. And I don't know. This is part of me feeling kind of like an old man lately. Is because, like, I am not interested in anything that's out in theaters right now. What's, like, the big movie out? Black Panther. Yeah, I really, like, my superhero fatigue level is, it's pretty deep in the red right now. Like, what were the, what's the, here in California we have the fire, codes or whatever, like the different colors, like the terrorist thing back in the, after 9/11, they did that, like, the terrorist level is at green, and nobody knew what that meant. I should have levels of superhero fatigue, or fatigue for different things. Star Wars fatigue, I'm still probably a level shy of red. I'm not in the red yet with Star Wars yet. I'm getting there, because I did enjoy The Force Awakens, right? Yes. I did enjoy The Force Awakens, but Last Jedi I was not a fan of. But I still had fun when I saw it. I guess that's the thing, is like the superhero ones, I'm just tired of it. It's the same thing over and over again, which Star Wars is probably going to get that way. I think after Han Solo, I'm going to be done with it. Or, you know what? I probably after episode, what is it, 9? 9 is the last one. After episode 9, that's when I think I'm going to be in the red. Because then it's just like, we're done. We're done with Star Wars. But you know there's going to be like, I don't even know, the Boba Fett movie. But yeah, no, superhero movies, I'm kind of completely done. Maybe Deadpool. I'll go see Deadpool. But, like, I don't know. Anything else? I want to say I'll watch on Netflix, but I probably won't do that either. Like, if I had a cable box where I had, like, Stars and HBO, like, I have the accounts for them, but I don't have the like, channels. So, like, if I had it and it was just on, and I had the ability to just throw it on, like, you used to back in the day, when you couldn't pick what you wanted. Well, you could, but it was on demand, and sometimes your things weren't on there, so you're just like, yeah, I'll just throw this on. I don't know what to watch. Which those days for me are gone, because everything I put on, I want to put on. I don't just throw things on just because. But yeah, that's why I'm missing all these superhero movies, is because I don't have that ability to just kind of throw it on, and I wouldn't put, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to watch Ant-Man 2. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I did see a new movie, but it was straight to Netflix, and it was the Cloverfield paradox, which it was was not good. It ends with a giant monster. And nothing that happened in the movie makes sense. It was just like, oh, where's the Earth? We can't find the Earth. Oh, it's on the other side. We went into a different dimension. So in this dimension that they go, I don't even want to get into it. Just know it sucked. But yeah, been watching Breaking Bad. I finally got, I don't know if this ever got brought to the show or whatnot, or if it was just, and me and Dom just talking, but she refused for the longest time to finish Breaking Bad, and it bothered me to no end. And the more it bothered me, the more she refused to watch it. So we were in this weird kind of limbo of, girl, you gotta watch it because it's the fucking greatest show ever on TV ever. And she's just like, I think it kind of sucks. I'm just like, oh, you're stupid and don't understand. She's not stupid. I didn't say that. So we've been in this weird limbo with Breaking Bad. And finally, Dom was like, you know what? Maybe we should watch it again. And we are, when we started rewatching it, before that, it would take me like a month to convince her to watch 1 or 2 episodes, and then she'd get bored, and then we wouldn't watch for another month, which was really frustrating because it was season 4, which you gotta binge it, otherwise you forget a lot of shit. And then I gotta sit there being like, oh no, well, see Jesse, blah blah blah, he did that, and years ago to you. Like she started the series probably 3 years ago and hasn't finished it yet. In which time I've watched it twice. I watched it all the way through once. That was my first time. Then I started watching it with her, got to the start of season 3. I think I saw up till, what's-her-face chokes on her vomit, Jesse's girlfriend. I think I saw up to that. And then I started watching it with another friend of mine, and we probably got to around the same spot, maybe a little after, maybe a little bit before. And then Dom continued on her own and got all the way through, midway through season 3. And then me and my friend kind of just stopped watching it and watched something else for a while. And I picked up the series on TV because they were running reruns, and I still had cable at that time. So I picked it up from there and watched it from probably midway through season 2 all the way to the end. So, yeah. I'm well aware of everything that goes on in this series. And now I'm watching it from... So me and Dom did that thing where we watched an episode, took a month break, watched an episode, took a month break. So we did that for the end of season 3 up until this point where we're actually kind of watching it a little more consistently. And, yeah. So now we're almost to the end of season 4. So that's really exciting. And we're also watching The Sopranos at the same time. We started The Sopranos, and we're about midway through the first season. And, yeah, so it's kind of odd. It's just like the shows are very similar. So it's odd to be watching those two. I don't know. Is it more odd to watch 2 shows that are completely different, or like one show that's kind of similar to the other one? My hair does not look good. I've been hating this for a while. This side's okay. This looks all right over here. But like straight on, there's like too much hair here. Like, how do I fix that? I don't like that. It's like, what do I do? Speaking of break, I kind of got like a Saul kind of hairdo in Better Call Saul, where they're kind of like hiding his age, A weird kind of, I don't know. I need it to grow out more is what it needs to be. It looks like stringy. And it's not. It's very thick. Don't worry. I'm not balding. I would show you. Let's see. Is there... I don't know. There might be one. Might just be the weird way I combed it today. Oh, no. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I'm going to have to wear a hat, guys. I don't want you to look at my hair. Sorry about that. Just was I talking about anything before I started talking about my hair? This is why it's so difficult by yourself. Hey, whatever. If I was, yeah, but I don't know. Same thing with TV, with movies, where it's just like I'm not interested in anything. The Walking Dead new season came out. I don't get it. I probably watched 10 episodes total of The Walking Dead. It doesn't do anything for me. Oh boy, do I just love killing people watching my show. First, I shit on like the two most... Okay, Harry Potter I shit on. I shit on Disneyland at Disney World. And now I'm shitting on Breaking Bad. Not Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's amazing. I would never shit on Breaking Bad. I'm shitting on Walking Dead. I don't get it. I really don't. I think the acting's horrible from what I've seen. And you know what it is? I don't think I'm into zombies. I don't think there's one zombie thing I'm really, like... I don't know. It's just one character. Could you imagine... I guess you could say the same thing about vampires. But nah, you could do a lot more with vampires. Vampires can at least talk. I don't know. Could you imagine if there was like a million different movies about mummies? Like, I understand there's the Brendan Fraser one and the Tom Cruise one and the like old Universal Monster mummy. But like... What if there was, like, a million movies where, like, just all of a sudden mummies were in? Hey, speaking of shit, I just found out, I got a shit into a cup for the doctor. Ooh, that would be an interesting story. Why do you have to shit in a cup for the doctor? I'll get back on the mummy discussion in a minute. I'll talk about mummies in the meantime while you answer. So, wait, what if there was like a million mummy iterations? You get pretty sick of mummies. Like, mummies do one thing. Mummies and zombies are kind of the same thing, aren't they? Like, if you think about it, they just... How does a mummy kill you? Like, does a mummy have magic powers? And speaking of this shit in a cup, so how do you shit in the cup? Do you squat over the bowl and hold squat over the toilet bowl and hold a cup out, or do you? I would shit in the toilet and then try to like fishnet it out and then put that in a cup. Is that's how I would do it. I wouldn't try and like aim my shit into like a squirt into the little Hershey squirt into the cup and then like move it out of the way in time. I imagine, do you remember, I've got to get checked for disease. I need a tips for clean collection. Yeah, I think your best, I only got one shot at this. Your best bet is poop in the toilet. Try to find one of the little tiny floaters and get a fishnet and scoop that out and get that into a shot glass or whatever. That's how I would do it. Or, I'm trying to think. Because then you gotta, is it okay if it touches water or does it have to be like a fresh sample? I dropped my... I don't even know what this is, but I'm twirling it. And I dropped it again. My rule now is if I drop something twice, that means I'm not meant to hold it. Moving along. This delay is killing me. Moving right along. Game of Thrones, which is probably a popular show. No water. Oh, straight from the source. Oh, jeez. That's a puzzling one. I wonder if Coco be... You know what? Maybe try a litter box. go to your neighbor's house, shit in a litter box, and get a litter box. One of those shovel things with the holes in it. Slotted spoon. Or you could do it in a porta potty. That way, if you get some on the floor, no big deal. How big is the cup? Like, give me I got a tape measure here. So let's say if you had a cup would be probably about 5 inches around. No, that would be a big cup. If you got something like this, which would be like 3 1/4 inches, you could do that. That's not bad. I would imagine, if you like really stuck it around your ass, I guess it would create a suction. So maybe drill a hole in it so that it has like kind of like a carb, like on a, never mind. And just do it that way. And then like quickly move your hand after the first couple of logs. Shit into a bag and cut off the corner. like some shit kind of whipped cream, like pastry creamer. Yeah, have you looked up maybe what you could eat to have like pellet shits? Like, cause I've had those where it's like little milk duds coming out, if you know what I mean. And I don't know off the top of my head what I ate to cause the pellet form. So maybe look up ways to have like marble shit or like rabbit shit. Go on a rabbit diet. Eat only things that rabbits eat, and you could probably shit like them. I don't know if that's how that works. By that logic, you could give rabbits human food. They would have human-sized shit. So I don't know if that's sound advice. Maybe like a grocery store bag. That could probably work. I can't have things in my hand because I end up playing with them. Do you ever play the tape measure game where you try to see how long you can go before it breaks? I'm running out of room. Get to the ceiling. I think I'm running out of tape measure too. Oh wait. Here we go. Ready? Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a big one. Oh, there it went. There it went. Oh, it reeled in. You know what? I'm gonna go that way. That way has more clearance. Let's try this. Ready? Here we go. Tape measure game. But I kind of cheated on that one. My hand was too far out. But I got 6 feet 10 inches. This tape measure is weird. Most tape measures they have the inches on one side, and then the metric on the other. Which is fine. It's fine that this one just has the standard. But what bothers me is like after a foot, it goes back to 1 inch. And you got to look in the little corner. Like just have the number inches. Because it's really hard when you're measuring for like a cork board, which I was today. And it said it was 23 inches. So then I measure over here and I'm like, well, it's 2 feet. So I had to do fucking math. And figure out that how many inches was 23 inches. I realized it was 1 inch short of 2 feet. So this tape measure is kind of a dick. So you have to do some math if you're going to play the tape measure game at home. So all right, here we go. This is going to be the record. I'm going to do one tape measure game per live stream, and you at home keep score and have my rankings. If you could do better than me. I'd like to see it. All right. Oh, it cracked. All right. I got 5 feet 2 inches. the worst show. Why are two people watching this? Talking about tape measure games and how to shit in a bag. You want to talk about something worthwhile? So, and I will think about your shit dilemma there, sir. Whoever you are. Nameless person that I've never met in my life. Maybe I'll come up with something while I'm talking about something else. Do you have a puke bucket? Because I got like a bucket in my house that is just for puke. Well, it's not just for puke. I also clean the floors with it, is what I was gonna say. But not with puke in it. It's like, okay, I have a bucket. Why don't you just shit in a bucket and then like toss it out? You know, I knew somebody that. Never mind. I'm supposed to talk about hockey because I talk about every episode how I'm supposed to talk about hockey, and once again I haven't been watching it, but I do remember because I never watched my live streams after I'm done with them, that I did a rundown of the Eastern Conference and like gave my thoughts on each team. And I said I was going to do... Did I even finish this list? No, that looks good. If I miss any teams, it's because, I don't know, the bit didn't get finished until months after it was brought up. But I never did the Western Conference. And I wrote these down, like, right after I did the Eastern, and I just never got to it. So I'm going to run through the Western Conference and give you my Stanley Cup prediction from the West, because I think I said the Maple Leafs were going to make the Stanley Cup in the East like 2 months ago. So, which I think, once again, I haven't been watching at all, which I think the Leafs have a good chance, but I may change it to the Bruins. I think the Bruins are going to be... They're going to at least make it to the Eastern Conference, if not the Stanley Cup. And I have a surprise... Well, it's not really a surprise. They're kind of doing good. Anywho, so the Kings, the LA Kings here in LA. LA does not give a shit about the Kings at all. It's kind of sad considering they won 2 Stanley Cups in the last 10 years. But that's the thing with LA is like the Dodgers were in the World Series. Didn't really hear anything about it. I don't know. Maybe nobody gives a shit about sports out here except for the natives. Natives. The people that didn't move here from other cities. Because everybody kind of keeps their teams, it seems like. The Golden Knights, it's kind of awesome that they're doing amazing. But I think it's hilarious that nobody, like everybody before they started doing good was just shitting on them and shitting on Bettman, which he should have. The guy's kind of he's kind of an ass. But like nobody's gonna tell him, okay, maybe it was a good idea to have a team in Vegas, especially after a shooting. No, back to the shit. Maybe, do you have... Now, granted, I don't know this person. I've never met him in my life, but I'm pretty sure this person's from Illinois. There is this old west town that is in Rockford, Illinois, that I went to as a child. It's right next to the train museum where you could ride a locomotive train, and they have it's giant warehouses full of trains. And next door is this old west town where little kids can go, and there's reenactors dressed as cowboys, and they have cap guns and a whole bunch of fun stuff. There's a fun like Western show, but there's also a panhandling section. And you go in there and you get this giant metal, vat thing with a strainer on it, and you go in there and you mine for gold. Not panhandling. Is it panhandling? No. You mine for gold. What's that called? You know what I'm talking about. So I think what you should do is go to Rockford, Illinois, and go into that Wild West town. Go to the mining section where you go and get the fake gold, and you take one of those things, you put it in your jacket, and you go home with it, and you shit into that, and then and then you bring it back to the place in Rockford and just leave it like on their doorstep, like at night when it's closed. That's what I would do. That would be my first step. Anywho, the San Jose Sharks. I hate their logo is probably the worst logo. I'm trying to think. It's got to be up there. But the shark biting the stick in half is so stupid. First off, why is a shark playing hockey? They just be frozen underneath the ice, dead. Don't you hate when people do that? Like they take whatever the sports thing is and make it turn it into a real thing, like, ooh, the Bears versus the Cowboys. Well, if the Cowboys have guns, they're gonna shoot the Bears. I don't know. Cowboys versus Redskins. Ooh, that's not good. Was it a South Park thing? God, there is like 13 things going on with this show. I'm talking about shit. I'm trying to get through this Western Conference thing. I'm playing with a tape measure. Everybody at home is doing the tape measure game. So it's a very interactive show. Get your kids involved. Give them a tape measure. See how far theirs can go. Next week, I'll try to beat everybody's score. The Calgary Flames. Did they think that name through? I realize that was one of those 70s teams that came around, but it's just so easy. And I know this is going to sound homophobic, but, don't name your team the Flames, because every single time you're just giving the homophobic fans of the other team ammo. You'd be like, hey, the Flamers are coming to town. Oh, who are we playing? The Flamers? I bet we can beat them. Just, and you're a hockey team. That's supposed to be a tough sport. You can't do that. You don't want the Detroit Queers to play Calgary Flamers. Is there any other? I'm trying to think. I'll think of a good one. The Anaheim Dicks. Oh, Anaheim Ducks. Why does Anaheim have professional teams? It really baffles me that just a suburb, I guess the Islanders, but that's only one. But like a suburb of a city does not deserve professional sports teams. I don't care. Is it because of Disneyland? That's why they get their teams? Disney is fucking... I know that's why... I think the Mighty Ducks, obviously, came from Disney. And maybe that's why I hate Disney. Because I know that Disney, when the Mighty Ducks came to the league and the Disney had ownership in the Mighty Ducks, they're like, we don't want fighting because Mickey Mouse. I don't know why Disney sounds like a Texas oil man. Yeehaw! We're Disney! We don't want fighting in this here league. We have a family-friendly image to keep up with. Whatever. The Oilers, what the heck happened? I really, like, in the beginning of the season, I thought the Oilers were going to be the best team in the league. I thought they were going to win the Stanley Cup, but they were my pick after the Hawks got booted out first round last season to win it all. And they let me down, and they're letting me down this year. I was going to become an Oiler fan, but you got cool colors. It annoys Dominique that I would become an Oiler fan because she hates the Oilers just because of their name. Like, just because she thinks Oiler is the stupidest name for a professional sports team, which I don't know. Maybe it's kind of, I don't know. The Vancouver Canucks. How's the Sedins working out? The Sedin twins. I don't know. I feel bad picking on Vancouver. Like, being a Chicago Blackhawks fan, we beat up on you pretty bad, and like you never really recovered from it. You had a few like little jabs in, but overall, Hawks had the 2 right hooks, knocked you out twice, or maybe 3 times. I don't remember. The Coyotes should just move. I don't know. Arizona hockey has not been working out. It's funny that everybody thought that the Golden Knights were just going to become the Coyotes Part 2. Yeah, that didn't work out. Everybody in Vegas loves them, and they're doing great. They're playing great hockey. The Blues. If I say one more time, everybody should just unsubscribe. Please don't. I need all the subscribers. The St. Louis Blues, you had to have known that your team wasn't going to win a Stanley Cup if you named them the Blues. What the heck were you thinking? Yeah, I don't know. Why would you think your team would be successful if you name them after something sad? Should name them the... I guess the Jazz haven't won anything. What's the upbeat music? The St. Louis dubstep is going to win 1 million Stanley Cups. They're going to come in there like... Ugh, worst dubstep ever. The Predators. Another one. You know, the Predators come to town. Everybody's like, oh no, look out for those sexual predators. No, maybe that's just me. I hated their jerseys last year, and then they changed them, and now they just look like the Penguins jerseys. So that's, I don't know. You got to work your shit out with the Predators. There's so many things you could do with a Predator. Like, have a logo of Chris Hansen on your jersey. No, because that implies Chris Hansen's the Predator. He's not. He was the good guy. Why don't you have a seat? But yeah, what isn't a predator? We're predators. Oh, you should have a Predator like Alien versus Predator with the dreadlocks and the laser gun and the Arnie. The Minnesota Wild. North Stars was a better name. You guys should really... I know the Stars kind of took that and moved, and now they're the Stars. But North Stars was way cooler. They had cooler jerseys. Like, well, I don't know. They had the orange and yellow kind of... They look very 70s. The Stars. You totally ripped off the Blackhawks jerseys by just doing the same exact thing, except adding green where the red is. Avalanche. Do you remember when the Avalanche were Patrick Waugh was coaching the Avalanche, and they pulled the goalie with like in the second period they were getting crushed, so he's just like, fuck it, pull the goalie. It's just great, especially from a former goalie. You'd think he'd have some respect. And then the Blackhawks embrace the tank, lose every single game for the rest of the season. You ain't making the playoffs, and that's the live stream. I'm done.